And then when you go to sell the property, I don't know how many times Amy would say, we flipped it, then she'd get a question, how old is the roof? Oh God, I don't know. Let me go back and look at my notes. And it comes in handy then as well. Now we've transitioned to where we keep that in our CRM so anybody can get it.
I always tell guys, especially like the younger guys who get started, they want to start with their CRM and they want to have all these websites and cool stuff. And I totally understand that, but they don't have anyone calling them yet to buy their houses from them, or they're not making offers yet. So I'm like, guys, before you do that stuff, let's get offers first, then start your systems. However, you can start your offer system right away, or you can start your searching system, i.e., right, you're driving for dollars. And,
Yep.
I have a friend, when he walks through houses, he has a little, like, I don't know if you call it a crib sheet, some weird thing. And he has these like marks that he makes because he doesn't want to talk to anybody. He doesn't want to, he can get through a house just like you and I, literally in 3 minutes. And the furnace is the first thing he writes about, right? The roof is the second, and it would be obviously more in order from outside to inside, but you understand what I'm saying. And he's got his weird system, and he's a fabulous investor. And he probably looks nuts, right? Because he's got like 3, 2, 1, 8, 5, and he's like, oh, it's a buy. But
and sorry, go ahead.
No, you please.
I was going to say that reminded me, systems go further than just software. I was hitting on software, then also writing stuff down, but having a buying system, whether that's that goes into lots of details. It's how you talk to sellers, how you find the sellers, how you follow up, having a system of when you talk to them, you're going to cover this, this, and this, and how you're going to do it. I've been through a number of different sales trainings, and all of them really focus on having a sales system. But then also when you're going through a house, you mentioned that he has that little ticker. I do not quite just like that, but I have a very specific way I lay out my notes when I'm in a house talking to somebody. I put their name and their address in the upper left. I have a specific way I'll go through, and I'll see people like need new kitchen, need 4 cabinets, 3 doors. I'll put int door and tick marks. Then the upper right, because once I forgot to find out about the HVAC, I write down roof, HVAC, hot water tank, so I can make sure that I get the dates of all of those. I don't pay the most. I get scatterbrained sometimes, especially when I'm in somebody's house, and I'll forget those things, or I may ask them and then forget to put them somewhere. So having those notes is very important for me.
Well, and you talk about follow-up. So you and I have bought a lot of houses from private sellers, and sometimes, believe it or not, we may have talked to them 5, 6, 7 years ago. In my case, sometimes it's even over 10 years. So I have first of all, we don't really know what's changing day to day, but I have no idea 3 weeks ago what their furnace looked like. So if I didn't take notes, whether it's audio and having it transcribed, and we're going a little bit deep, but it's really simple, because the easier it is for you to make a decision faster when you're speaking with a private seller, the quicker you're going to do more business, because when they call you, it's time for you to, like, you need to be able to make a decision quickly, because it's so hard to get people to call you, right? And a lot of times we're dealing with folks who are in distress, and they have things going on in their life that I'm lucky to never have had to deal with myself. So I don't know where they're at, but they're looking for us to solve a problem. And the more data we have makes it easier for us to solve problems, hopefully.
Right, and handling that in a efficient way with them. When I say efficient, I don't mean in a negative way. I mean having it there, you can look at it quick. And then when you go to sell the property, I don't know how many times that Amy would say, we flipped it, then she'd get a question, how old is the roof? Oh God, I don't know. Let me go back and look at my notes. And it comes in handy then as well. Now we've transitioned to where we keep that in our CRM, but so anybody can get it.